Hey guys, Carlz0r here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Angvik, or Angvik, or something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce the name of this game. What I do know is that the G, possibly the V, and possibly the K appear to be capitalized, whereas the other letters are not. And if you spell it backwards, it's something like Kivna. That's good enough for me. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the options menu really quick, just so you can see what kind of options we're looking at here. You can turn full screen on and off. When the full screen's not on, you can kind of manually resize the window by dragging it. If you turn it on, it kind of just stretches to fill your screen, and so that's going to cause a nightmare for me in production. But anyway, I would have kind of preferred to have some resolution options, but the way this game is made, I can kind of understand why there aren't any. There's this crisper option, which you may not be able to tell the difference in the video, but it kind of just like makes the stuff on the screen a little bit more or less sharp. I think it's only for full screen, but I'm not sure about that either, so don't quote me there. Anyway, there's also... I'm not sure why that said 0. It should be set to 25. I can definitely hear music in the background. Anyway, volume setting, I would have preferred if there were more increments here, like maybe by 5s or something instead of by 25s, but good enough. I'm glad it's here. And you can turn the music on and off, you can rebind all the controls, and I'm actually using an Xbox 360 pad instead of the keyboard, because it is configured to just handle that right out of the box. You don't have to run anything special to do that, and I like playing side-scrolling platform games with a controller. It's just kind of the way I grew up doing it, so... Anyway, let's go ahead and go back and hit start, and you'll see the first option that you have here is to choose what your father was. So your father can be a king, lancer, shepherd, paladin, bottler, peasant, or a great guy. Now, great guy appears to be like the random option of this game. In fact, I think in earlier versions of the game it was just random, but this great guy thing has some kind of leveling up thing to it, and I'm not sure how that works yet, so that's something I'm going to have to discover as I play. I actually just picked up this game a little while ago. It just came out on Steam. It's only like $3, so if this does look good to you, I would definitely recommend picking it up, but you'll be able to see soon whether or not this looks like something that you'll enjoy or not. I'm going to go ahead and just pick something simple to start with, so let's go with the king. This is basically going to determine what your starting items are. And when I say starting items, I mean you'll see here that I'm naked. And that means that if I get hit one time, I'm going to die, and I don't have anything to defend myself. I can jump on enemies, and that's about it. But our father is sitting here on this kind of stone broken down throne. Apparently this was like a once peaceful land, and it's been ravaged by some evil barbarian or something, I believe is the story. And father's too old to fight anymore, so he's relying on us to save his kingdom. So we get to pick up all of his old stuff. Now something that you'll notice is that I've used my sword a few times, and the sword has durability. It's already looking pretty rough. The tip of it broke off. And that means that it's going to break after I use it maybe 1 or 2 more times. And that's why... Oh, okay. That was something else I was going to mention here in a moment. Let me get to that in a second. That's why what you start as doesn't necessarily determine the course for the whole game. Now the levels in this game... Oh, there goes something else. Anyway, the levels in this game are always laid out the same way every time. I believe even the enemies and the placement of them and everything is exactly the same every single time. What is different, however, is the loot that you can find. Now, sometimes when you kill one of those tree guys, they'll drop like a throwing spear. Sometimes they'll drop this little wooden sword thing, and sometimes they will drop a helmet, and very rarely there seems to be like this magical wooden staff that shoots sticks, magical sticks out of it in kind of like a downward arc. Maybe we'll find one of those, maybe we won't. But yeah, so pickups and loot that you find will be random every time you play, but the level itself will be about the same every single time. And there are secret areas to find. There's definitely a lot of exploration here to be done. Now let's jump into what's been happening to my armor. Usually when you get hit, a piece of armor will just break and fall off, and if you get hit when you're naked, you will die. Naked does not count weapons. Weapons will not keep you from dying, so keep that in mind. Anyway, in the case of the king, his crown and armor and stuff are magical, so they actually get an extra hit before they break. They won't just explode off of you, they instead turn into regular armor. The crown turned into a helmet, and that gold chest plate turned into... Ow! I'm actually going to die here in a moment, and I'll explain why in a second. But anyway, yeah. So, magical properties, doesn't die. The armor doesn't... I'm getting really old. Okay, yeah, that's why I said I'm about to die. You see how my hair is turning grayer and grayer? There's a level time limit. Every level you get older and older as you go. Nothing in that chest that's good for me. Get to the end, get to the end! Yeah, we got to the end before we died. Every level, there's a time limit, and that time limit is based on how old you are. So you have to work your way through the level pretty quickly, otherwise you will eventually die of old age over the course of the level. I'm not sure what causes that, maybe it's some kind of curse or something. And that tombstone that you just saw there means that I just surpassed the furthest I've gotten in this game so far. I cannot kill that thing. Okay. There's a piece of armor down here. Definitely want that. Is that something? No. Okay. Man, there's a lot of stuff to talk about in this game. There's these oils that you can pick up. They'll do different stuff to your equipment. Let's see what it does to my armor. It turned it into just a different kind of armor. That's the tree armor. Oh man, and we lost it. Because of these birds. These darn birds. Anyway, I found some kind of key. I'm not sure what that's... Oh, the key came from my owl. I picked it up earlier in that secret area, but I didn't have time to fuddle around with it because I was getting old and about to die. And that time I actually died from getting hurt. Oh man, so many things to talk about. So, your bird will carry extra items around for you that you can't carry because you already have something in that slot. And I picked up that key earlier thinking I was going to use it, but then ended up running out of time, so I made a mad dash for the exit. You'll also carry around the salves, which I showed you, the oils. They'll do different things to your equipment. So I don't think I have any at the moment, no. And that was kind of a stupid time to check. That lance is gone, by the way. I'm not going to go for that because it's in the spikes, and I will get hit if I go into the spikes. What else should I say? Yeah, you saw me use that one oil earlier, and it just changed my armor type. It can do all kinds of different random stuff, and it might even turn... so some oils might even turn equipment magical or something. I'm not sure. And there's probably like a million different combinations of oils and armor and weapons and stuff to consider. They probably all do different things. I don't know if it's random every time, or if it's if there's like certain formulas that'll lead to different things happening. I keep on dying because I totally suck at this game. Oh, by the way, did I mention you can kill your dad? Anyway, so I'm choosing the Shepherd this time. It is giving me a good opportunity to show off what some of the different starting equipment does. But even the sheep staff, I believe, after using it a handful of times, it will die. But I do get to kill things with cute pink puffs of wool. Oh, and I just got hurt. Anyway, lost a piece of armor. I'm no longer as sheepy as I once was. Kill this tree guy, maybe he'll drop something good. Well, I have a sword at least. So you may be wondering how the dual wielding works. You may have seen on the options screen that there's a forward hand and a back hand or something like that. Oh, kill him, kill him, kill him. Okay. Carry that for me, bird. Good bird. Nice bird. Anyway, so, yeah. That's also applied to the Xbox 360 controller. It's A and D if you're playing with the keyboard. It's X and B if you're playing with the controller. One fires whatever's in your left hand, one fires whatever's in your right hand. And if you're not carrying anything in that hand, too bad. It's not going to do anything. Which can get really confusing. I died again. Anyway, that can get really confusing if you're using throwing weapons, and you are holding a throwing weapon in both of your hands, and you throw both of them, and you pick one up. You might forget which hand it's in, and use the wrong one, and your attack button will end up doing nothing. That's a small problem that I have with this game, I suppose, is that that can be a little bit confusing at times, but it's not a huge deal. I can deal with it. I'm not sure what's with this random slowing down and speeding up. It didn't seem to start until I picked up the Paladin boots. So the Paladin has kind of a boomerang type weapon. It's a Holy Cross symbol. Ah, oil. Let's see what this oil does. Let's use it on my cross. Oh, turned it into a boomerang. So I guess whatever that oil was, it just turns whatever weapon you have into a different weapon of the same type. I wonder if it would have had a better or worse effect if maybe I used it on a piece of armor instead of my weapon. Maybe we should try that next time. Anyway, okay, so that boomerang's gone, and now I have no weapons because my bird's not carrying anything. I may have started to mention before and got distracted by getting attacked by something or eaten alive, that if your bird is carrying like a piece of armor that you lose, so you lose like your chest piece or whatever, and the bird is carrying a chest piece, the bird will replenish your chest piece automatically with the one that's in its inventory. And if you get hurt, the bird drops his eggs. And eggs... I guess you can't jump on the fish. The eggs are useful because if I ever get a chance to use one here on camera, you'll see it kind of summons another bird companion that'll do different stuff for you on screen. It seems like they have kind of a random effect of what they... Man, why do I keep dying? Seems to have kind of a random effect of what they can do. Here, this will give me a good chance to show off the birds because I believe the peasant starts, yeah, with 3 eggs. But no weapons or armor whatsoever. You have to start out by killing everything by jumping on it. That's the only option you have to inflict death upon your foes. Oh, well, I'm plus birds. So, this bird, I think he just flies around and kills anything that he collides with. So we can wait around here for a moment and smack. Oh, missed. And we died because... yeah, peasant doesn't start with any armor or equipment, and I was careless. The bottler, I believe, just starts with a bunch of different oils. And it looks like some kind of robe or something. I actually haven't played as the bottler yet. I keep on killing Dad, and sometimes I mean to, sometimes I don't. So... let's kill off a few of these guys, see if they drop anything good. Got a couple of eggs. Sometimes it seems like when you hatch an egg, you get a bird that does something special. That time it was just a bird that apparently killed the first thing it touched. Too many bullets flying around on the screen. Oh man, I'm terrible at this game. But anyway, you get the idea of what kind of thing you're looking at here, and basically you make your way through different levels, and if you die, you return to the beginning of the game. Not the beginning of the level, the beginning of the game. That's just how it works. And that, everybody, is Angvik. I might make another video about this in the future once I get a little bit better at it to show off more of the game. But I'm actually kind of glad for now that I'm kind of terrible at it. I have gotten a lot further than what I showed in this video, but I don't know how I did that. Anyway, I'm kind of glad that I'm not super good at it right now because it means that I'm not spoiling a whole lot of it for you and you can go check it out for yourself and not see too far ahead. Of course, you could just watch somebody else's videos, but anyway... I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.